In this video, we will explore the basic statistical calculations you can do to analyze your data for your science fair project. Let's start with the mean. The mean is what you may have referred to as the average, or in French, you would have heard it referred to as la moyenne. The mean is a way to explain the central value of a set of numbers, or the middle point of a set of numbers. So to calculate, you add all of the numbers in your set together and divide that sum by how many numbers are in the set. So for example, here is a set of numbers. We add all of them together, and that gives us an answer of 135. There are 9 numbers in this set, so we will take the number 135 and divide it by 9, which gives us the number 15. That means that the mean is 15, or the average is 15. It is important to keep in mind that the mean is not always a number from your set. Next, we will look at the median. It is the same word in French, la médiane, and it is the middle number in a sorted list of the numbers in your set. In most cases, the median will be a number from your set. So to find the median, you place the numbers in numerical order, starting from the smallest and going up to the largest. Find the number that is in the middle of the list, and if there are 2 numbers in the middle, calculate the mean of those 2 numbers. So here's an example. The same set of numbers we used in the previous example, we put them in order, and it's important to note, as you can see, that I have left all of the same numbers there. I've just put them in order. So the number 13 appears 4 times in our set. I need to write it 4 times in my ordered list. There are 9 numbers in the set, so the 5th number will be the middle number. So I simply count from the beginning and find the 5th number, and that is 14. So the median is 14. If I have an even set, I need to take the 2 numbers in the middle and calculate the mean of those 2 numbers. So for example, here is a set of 4 numbers. I'm going to put them in numerical order, and I've determined that the middle 2 numbers are 4 and 6. What I need to do is calculate the mean. So I add 4 plus 6 together, and I divide by how many numbers I've added together, which is 2, and that gives me 5. So the mean of the 2 middle numbers is 5, so the median is therefore 5. Next, the mode, or la mode in French. This is the number that appears most often on your list. To find the mode, it is easiest to put your numbers in order again and count how many of each number appear. The number that appears most often is the mode. So for example, here is a set, that same set again. I'm going to put them in order, and as you'll note, there are 4 instances where the number 13 appears, 2 instances where the number 14 appears, and only 1 instance for each of 16, 18, and 21. The number 13 appears 4 times, so that is the mode. It is important to note that you can have more than one mode. If another number on my list appeared 4 times as well, I would have to list both of them as a mode. The final one we're going to look at today is a bit more complicated, a bit more advanced, and it's the standard deviation. So as you can see from the graph that appears on the screen, it shows a normal distribution, and it shows where the mean would be, which is the middle of that bell curve. And underneath, you'll notice that they've divided this bell curve into sections, and where your numbers end up, how far away from that central mean, is expressed in a number known as the standard deviation. So to calculate the standard deviation, first you need to calculate the mean. So here is my list of numbers, my set of numbers, 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 19. So I add those together and then divide that answer by 6, which gives me 7, and so that is the mean of my set. Then I subtract the mean from every number to get a list of deviations. So, for example, number 1 is the first number on my list, so I subtract 7, which is the mean. I subtract 7 from that. I also subtract 7 from 3. I subtract 7 from 4, from 6, from 9, and from 19. So these are the answers that I get then. And this list, minus 6, minus 4, minus 3, minus 1, 2, and 12, are my deviations. That's the list of deviations. So what I do now is I square each deviation. I multiply it by itself. So minus 6 times minus 6, minus 4 times minus 4, etc. I add those squared numbers together, and in this case it gives me a result of 210. Then I divide that 210 by 1 less than the number of items on the list. So there are 6 numbers on the list, so I will subtract 1 from 6 to get the number 5, and I will divide 210 by 5, which gives me an answer of 42. Then I take that 42 and I calculate the square root, which gives me approximately 6.48, and that is the standard deviation.